So today I'm going to talk about marketing. And what is marketing anyway? So marketing is the activity or set of institution and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offering that have value for customers, clients, partner, and society at large. And traditionally, there are four traditional marketing management concepts. Firstly, we have product concept. It is marketing management concept which focuses with the product itself. As long as the product a company sold is of a good or better quality than its competitors, then the product will sell. Secondly, we have selling concept, which is the opposite of the product concept. It focuses on advertisement and aggressive promotion to attract customer. Thirdly, we have the one that we are going to focus on, which is the marketing concept. It is similar to selling concept, but also figuring out the demand of the customers and maintaining relations with them, while also figuring out the strengths and weaknesses of competitors to plan tactics and strategies. Lastly, we have societal concept. It is a marketing management which focuses on ethics as its main selling point. For example, we know that several companies choose to use paper bag instead of plastic to save the environment, or maybe a company chooses to source their ingredients from a fair trade organization such as Nestle, etc. So it uses ethics as its main marketing point. So after we know the traditional marketing process, a concept, let's move on to the basic marketing planning process. So first is to understand the company's vision and objective. So the marketing effort is defined and effective. After that is done, we can move on to the marketing auditing process, which is basically marketing analysis from past analysis, market and portfolio analysis, macro and micro environment analysis, and SWOT analysis. After the product is deemed suitable, then the company decide on how to position their product into consumer minds, which is how they want their product to be perceived. Maybe some sort of luxury tourism product or affordable tourism product. That is one example of it. And then after that, we can now focus on the marketing process itself, which is the execution. So we execute it with the marketing mix or the 4Ps, which is price, place, promotion, and product. Consider it as having the right product at the right price, at the right place, and at the right time. And then, what are the forces which influence this marketing process? There are two. One of them are external, and the other is internal. So the external, we have political and legal, and then economy, and then environmental, socio-cultural, and lastly technological. So firstly, as we all knew that a country with good legal and political system as well as economic stability will of course ease the marketing planning process and also its execution. And then environment also crucial, especially for example tourism industry who wants to market their natural beauty such as resorts and also ski resorts, because they rely on environment for their survival. Of course, if for example there are global warming, of course the reef, which is maybe one of the main selling point of the resort, will be destroyed, as well as the melting of the snow in the mountain, so people cannot go skiing anymore in a ski resort. That is one example. And then we have socio-cultural factor as well, which determine how the product should be marketed. For example, In many developed countries, such as Western Europe and Japan, there are fewer young people than older people, mainly because of good education and healthcare, so they choose to have less kids, and also because of the cost of living there, because it's quite expensive. So they mostly cater their marketing to target maybe more elder people. And then finally, technology reveals us many ways how we can market our product. Many companies use the internet and social media to their advantage on marketing their products in an era of globalization. And then we have the internal factor are as follows: organization, environment, buyers and suppliers, potential entrants and substitutes, intermediaries, competition, and of course competitiveness. As we all know, of course, this factor also determines the pricing, profitability, and marketing strategies that can be used to sell these products and services. Because we're now moving to an interconnected and also hyper-competitive world, sometimes a business chooses to collaborate with their competitor instead. Business owner in the tourism industry now does not have to sell their products alone, but they can join hands with other business owners as well. And there are actually many reasons why business owners choose to collaborate. A few of those are to example, expand customer base and to exploit the leverage benefits, and then reducing level of risk, as well as using more resources more efficiently. That's all that I can think about the example. And then, what are the form of collaborative marketing in the tourism industry? There are three types. Firstly, we have partnership, then we have alliance, and then lastly, we have consortium. The first one, partnership, or in the basic sense, is only two or more business enterprise who share their resources to reach their mutually shared goals. This can range from cafes and restaurants as well as travel agencies. And then we have alliance, which is basically the same as partnership but for airlines. And the benefits are they can share hangar facilities and other resources, so they can reduce costs. With the most famous among them is Star Alliance, with Garuda Indonesia as one of its members. Lastly, consortium, which is also partnership but for hotels and lodging industry, where again they also share resources. The partnership can also include non-hotel partnerships, such as, for example, referral consortium with the airline industry. However, this collaboration effort can also be magnified with the use of technology, because the future had brought us many advantages on the marketing process in the tourism industry. We can use technology such as social media, apps such as TripAdvisor, search engine optimization or SEO as we all know, and then data analytics can also help us to target the correct consumer from around the world, because internet nowadays people can access. And company, for example, can pay Instagram for advertised service, as well as maybe paying influencer from Instagram to do the same thing. And people can also, for example, browse TripAdvisor maybe to search for a company's product and their services. This marketing concept and principle also have a lot of similarities with the manufacturing industry. However, there are bound to be differences, because in the tourism industry we are dealing mostly with non-tangible product, as well as it also have the characteristic of intangible, perishable, and inseparable. And also, tourism industry has usually time seasons, which can affect the marketing effort, such as the low and peak season, as maybe we are familiar with. And also, tourism tourism industry depends on each other because people usually use multiple services for the tourism industry. So for example, if I go to Bali, of course I will use the airline industry as well as the lodging industry and the F&B. So they are actually interconnected with each other. And that is all that I can say. And thank you for watching.